Hi, my name is Sarah Hastings, and today I'm going to be interviewing Michelle Hastings about Michael Jackson's Moonwalk video, which was released in January of 1983. So, can you tell me a little bit about what your life was like when the music video was released?
In 1983, I was 11 years old. I went to a elementary school called Shore Road Elementary School, and I was in the 5th grade. My town was called Belmore. It was on Long Island. It was this cute little town. Um, we actually had two sides of the town, a more wealthy side of the town and a more middle class side of the town.
So, do you remember the first time you watched the Billie Jean music video?
Yeah, I do. I was actually with my friend Debbie Averso. We watched it together in my family room. We watched it with a bunch of friends, and we watched it on MTV.
So, the first time that this song was performed live was on Motown 25. Did you watch that performance?
I actually did. I watched it at Debbie's house. Her family really liked music, and they were all interested in watching it, so we watched it at her house with her family. It was definitely something everybody was watching. Everybody kind of took the night off and sat together and really wanted to see it with other people.
Can you tell me what your first impression of the dancing was?
I mean, Michael Jackson was the coolest. At the time, we used to have posters of him on our walls. Everybody wanted to see him. Everybody wanted to be a part of it. Although we didn't know at the time that he was going to be on the show, I think a lot of people were hoping that he would be there. And it was just really exciting to really see him out there with the crowd cheering.
Were there any other artists on the show that you noticed or remember?
I actually have to say I don't remember. It was a very long time ago. But I do remember the excitement of watching the show.
And how about the influence of this dance on your life? Like, did you see people trying to do it in school or anything?
So when I was growing up, we had boys that actually got together and they made these little boy dance groups. And they all kind of, they pick a theme and they'd wear certain outfits, like matching outfits together. And they all tried to create their own dances. And they'd actually have some dance competitions at school. So they would practice on the playground, and then they would try to compete against each other who had the best dance. And it was really kind of fun to watch these groups of kids, come together and try to do something together that they were having a good time doing.
You said they had matching outfits. Did you notice if the fashion for these outfits was based on the music video?
It definitely was. Some of the groups did the one glove like Michael Jackson did. Some of them wore like a red type of jacket because he wore a red leather jacket a lot. So you definitely could see that they were trying to mimic him a little bit.
What do you think was like the biggest parts of the music video? Like, did people talk about what they saw in it?
So in the music video, some things that I remember were the clothes that Michael Jackson wore. He had this bright pink shirt on. He had these black leather pants that were like a little bit short. I remember him like walking through this neighborhood on these tiles, and he was stepping on them and they would light up. So it was kind of cool to see all those things and to remember those things.
And do you think that this music video was more popular because of the dancing or the music?
Definitely at first the music, because it was part of an album called Thriller, and it was definitely, everybody got that album, so they all wanted to hear Thriller, so they all wanted to hear the Billie Jean song too.
So would you say Billie Jean was one of the more popular songs on the album, or not as much?
It was definitely very popular, but I think the song Thriller was more popular.
If you don't mind me asking, which was your favorite song on the album?
I actually like Thriller the best, but that was my opinion.
So today, obviously, there's a lot of artists in the music industry. Would you say Michael Jackson has an influence on these people still?
Definitely. I mean, Michael Jackson's music will forever be remembered. He was a great artist. I saw it like in Usher at the Super Bowl. He kind of tried to act a little bit like Michael Jackson because he also had the white glove. But he always wanted to make a statement, Michael Jackson. And I do feel like sometimes, well, of course, artists always want to make a statement, but some do try to kind of be a little bit like him.
Do you think there are any other artists at the time that were similar to Michael Jackson?
I definitely remember Prince. He was a big influence on music. Madonna, she was kind of the girl version of Michael Jackson. All the girls would dress like Madonna. She also had some kind of cool dance moves and dance videos. And I think the girls seemed to be more interested in her fashion, but they were definitely artists that were very popular back then.
Were there any other artists known for dancing?
Madonna definitely did a lot of dancing, not Prince. He just stood mostly in front of the microphone, but he actually did make a movie, Prince. He was in a movie called Purple Rain, but Madonna was more of a dancer, more of an influence on how people were doing.
So you've been mentioning Madonna. Would you say that Madonna was more popular with girls and Michael Jackson with boys, or more equal?
I mean, I think girls really liked Madonna, but I think girls also really liked Michael Jackson a lot as well. But boys didn't like Madonna as much as girls did.
If Michael Jackson was an artist today, do you think he would still be as popular as he was back then?
Absolutely. I mean, everybody loved Michael Jackson. I don't know anybody who didn't listen to his music or watch his videos or try to do things that he did. I mean, everybody I knew did that.
Did you try to recreate any dances?
Definitely not dance moves. Definitely not, because I'm not a dancer. But he was definitely somebody I listened to, somebody that I always wanted to see his next album, always wanted to see the next video.
What's like the most memorable thing about Michael Jackson for you?
Just his style. He was really pushing the envelope, always did something different, always just drew people's attention automatically.
Well, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you. It was really nice. And I really wish you could have seen some of his videos because he was really great. Something that I'll always remember.